Hello, Little Wolf. We are gonna do your interview today, okay? Hello,
Yeah, mine was down to dances and make me laugh. Yeah, go ahead.
hello. My name is Frederick Willoughby. We are conducting Little Wolf's interview. Today, I have shadowing me, ballerina, Cassie Jerry, and Kahi Uzimak, and my supervisor today is Dr. Keo. Uh, can you throw up your 20 macros in chat from 10.4 copy all the way to your equipment and med restock, please? Thank you. Today we will read you three sets of rules. We will read you the MD, the RP, and HP rules, and after each set of rules, if you need to ask any questions, ask the questions. If is there anyone who wants to read MD rules?
I can. It don't matter.
Okay. Can you read the MD rules, please?
Sure. All right. MD1. 1 second, baby. All right. Okay. MD1, refusal to provide medical assistance. Refusing to provide medical assistance, including performing CPR or giving meds without justified RP reason, as long as there is no threat to the medic's life, including situations where armed players are present at the scene. Punishment is 1 reprimand from the faction leadership. MD2, providing medical aid during dangerous situations. Selling medication or resuscitating players in situations that threaten the life and health of both the medic and the player, including, but not limited to, during escalating conflict, an active shootout, a turf war, etc. Punishment is 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD3, compliance with project rules. Medical personnel are required to comply with all established project rules. Punishment will be 1 warning to 1 reprimand from the faction leadership. MD4, improper RP behavior, failure to adhere to RP rules when interacting with players while providing medical assistance or communicating with faction colleagues. Punishment is 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD 4.1, disrespectful behavior. Disrespectful behavior towards any player will result in 1 reprimand or dismissal at the discretion of the faction leadership. MD 4.2, non-compliance with orders, failure to comply with leadership orders or to observe the chain of command within the faction. 1 reprimand from the faction leadership. MD4, assault on civilians. Assaulting civilians with a taser, weapon, or fist without an RP reason. Punishment will be dismissal from the faction. MD5, use of weapons. Medical personnel are strictly forbidden from using any weapons. Punishment will be a dismissal from the faction. MD6, criminal activity, intentionally associated with gangs, committing major crimes, including but not limited to theft, vandalism, murder, or joining factions during activities where medic participation is not intended. Punishment will be dismissal from the faction. MD7, use of service vehicles for personal purposes, using official medical transport for personal travel when not on duty, including for civilian jobs. 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD 7.1, use of personal vehicles, using personal vehicles instead of service vehicles to perform faction duties. 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD8, unauthorized issuance of recovery notes, ensuing medical certificates outside of a hospital, ensuing medical certificates for monetary compensation and punishment with 1 warning from the faction leadership. Warning is a verbal discussion of the situation initiated by the faction leadership with the player who committed the misdemeanor. Reprimand is a punishment ensued by the faction leadership that is recorded in the employee's personnel file. After getting 3 reprimands, the employee will be automatically fired. Did you have any questions on those MD rules?
No.
Thank you, Ballerina. Is there anyone who wants to read the RPs or the MD rules or MP rules?
So I can do the RP and HP since you already did the MD rules.
Excuse me.
Okay. I'll read the MP rules. The MP1.
Frederick.
Yeah.
Frederick,
Can I
she just read the MD rules.
shut
I
up?
said MP rules.
Hey, Fender, we already started mid-interview, so you wouldn't be able to get credit for it.
My fault.
Frederick, she already did the MD rules, so you just need the HP and RP.
Oh, that's what I meant. HP rules.
Yeah, if you want to read the HP, I could do RP.
Yeah. Okay. HP1. Do not resuscitate. No, do not resuscitate patients on any streets surrounding hospital, around the streets, hospital, PvP blue territory event or army base. HP2, do not serve patients who have their weapons out. HP3, do not stand or sell on the main lobby floor. HP4, do not go AFK whilst on duty. 3-day ban, demotion and all funds returned. HP5, only two staff members may be at each desks in rank order: brown, maroon, blue, white, then green. Up to 3 may line up down the hallway in the same rank order. HP6, if your medication wait time is over 5 minutes, go on emergency calls or med runs. If the wait time is under 5 minutes, wait in the cafeteria or floor 0. HP7, do not spawn the bus. You must have DCP or CP's permission. HP 8, do not use the front door. Only rank 6+ may enter through the front door, and only rank 7+ may use the front parking lot. Rank 8, radio checks are mandatory. HP 9, you cannot attend the PvP territories without a rank 7+. Do you have any questions?
Nope, you answered the last one because before I thought it was with the first rule, but nope, we're good. Go ahead.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and read to you the RP rules now. RP 13, faction NRP. Non-RP behavior within game factions, including unlawful release of prisoners, execution of civilians by the police, punishment, exoneration from the faction, and 30 minutes in 1-state jail up to 3-day ban. RP 14, sexual harassment. Any form of non-consensual sexual actions, including simulation, explicit dialogue, or actions, use of ethnic and or LGBT+ slurs, or excessive attention. All sexual actions require OOC consent. Such actions should not be occurred in public or frequently visited areas. Punishment 60 minutes mute or 24 hours up to 30-day ban. RP 15, disruption of faction operations. Possession, provoking faction members for entertainment or disrupting faction operations is prohibited. Punishment 30 minutes to 1-state jail. RP 16, criminal acts against emergency personnel. Any criminal acts towards emergency medical personnel are prohibited. Punishment from 90 minutes, 1-state jail up to 12-hour ban. Do you have any questions for the RP rules?
No.
Alrighty, go ahead, Frederick.
Now we will ask you 10 questions in total. The Shadows will ask 2 questions, and I'll ask 4 questions.
So, Frederick, you only have to ask 2 since there's 5 of us. It's just 2 each.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you counted as 1. Question 1. What made you join the medical faction?
Boy, this is confusing a little, bro. Cause like, cause I was already here. Cause it's relaxing. It's I don't know what to say, like a comfortability type thing. You don't have to always be out there shooting people, going after people in the medics. You can just like, you can relax. Like in the cops fraction, you're always shooting people. I mean, you're always getting killed and stuff. So like, here you get chill. You actually have a family. You actually have like, basically a foundation, bro. A foundation that grows and actually grows upon each other and doesn't like I don't want to say like have like a whole strict thing type shit. If you get what I'm saying. So it's mostly like a foundation of friendship and a family, bro. That's why.
Okay. When are you allowed to spawn the bus?
Never, bro. Never, my guy. Never.
Okay. You can spawn the bus, but it'll be rarely, but you would need the DCPs or CPs confirm for you to spawn it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said never. Never. As of me, as of a person, as of my scrubs, all the way up, I can never. That's why I was answering that.
Yeah. True. Ballerina, can you say 2 questions, please?
Hey, Frederick, you're covering your mic. You sound muffled.
Your mic's muffling, bro.
Ballerina, can you do 2 questions, please?
You said 2 questions?
Yeah, 2 questions, please.
Alrighty. Okay, so you you see 2 of your employee staff members arguing downstairs. They're having a little debate. You find yourself in the middle of it. At that point, it's out of your control. Did it cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I came around because I thought maybe it was me.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you see 2 of your fellow colleagues arguing downstairs. You found yourself in the middle of that debate. At that point, it's out of your control. You try to de-escalate it. It continues. What do you do in that situation?
So I would, dude, I miss being on that side of the desk. I'm not gonna lie, bro, because that always follows into the next question. Usually, people ask us about the chain of commands. So I would try to see if I couldn't de-escalate it a little bit. But if it couldn't work like that, I would go to the next chain of commands, depending on who it was. And I'm trying to remember if he even said there was a white coat involved. If it wasn't, if it was just 2 scrubs, I would go to the next higher rank of them. Like if it was a brown scrub, I would go to a rank 5 and try to see if I can't get help from him because he'd be the next one in the chain command. But if it was a white coat, depending on what rank it was, I would go 1 above him if I couldn't de-escalate the situation and try to get him to go to like level 2 where there's not so many, like, what do you want to call them here? Citizens, or whatever in this state? I mean, IRL it's citizens, so here it'd be like civilians, so they don't hear what's going on. So I mean, that's how I would do it.
Okay, awesome. Yep, and then always have that body cam on. Recording report.
My bad. Recording report. I was just gonna say that, but my dog started licking my damn face. Get away from me, dude. Recording report.
You're good. Okay, so you are en route doing your CPR runs and med deliveries. When you arrive on scene, you see a police officer down. You see a fellow colleague and then a gang member. Who would you pick up first?
All right, so this was always my favorite damn question. Okay, so you might have to help me out just a little bit, Kay, back there, because like this is how I always handle it.
Let me rephrase the question because the way that she asked, we're not.
Yeah, that's where I was getting a little bothered about it, bro, because I was like, oh man.
So, Bal, from now on, if you want to ask that question, you would have to say, let's say you're on an emergency call, correct? And you arrive at the scene, and let's say, for example, that the gang member is the one where the little red marker set for your emergency call, and there's a police officer and a civilian down next to them. Who would you pick up first?
Okay, so I'm not trying to put you on a spot, Ma. I was just like, when you ask that question, it's a little bit more easier for the scrub to answer it because everybody knows I mean, not scrubs. Green scrubs usually don't. It's usually like anybody above us, usually the white scrubs or blueberries know. You always pick up the person that's on the marker. That's the correct thing to do. But I don't know if you're going to ask this next, but if I showed up to the scene, even if the gang member was the one with the marker, and the cop was yelling at me saying, hey, pick me up, because he's got a felony warrant. I gotta get him because he killed us. If it was a verbal, then I would pick up the cop so he can go and arrest the gang member while I pick him up. So I mean that's how I believe that's correctly answered. But anytime you come to a scene like that and no cops say anything, it's the person that's marked. Anytime, because that's the person that got called.
That's correct.
So always remember that whoever you got to prioritize, whoever put the call in to wherever the red marker's at, that's who you got to pick up first, regardless of who the situation.
Yeah. I got that. I just know back when I was doing all that shit, it was like there's a gray scale. I mean, like if you show up and that gang member's the marker, that's who you go to pick up. But if there's a cop there and says, hey, no, then it's kind of like, you know, like make your best decision. Because you always, what I always tell people is you want to go in alive and you want to come out alive.
If it's chaotic in there, then just leave the area.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Miss Kazi, can you please ask two questions?
Cassie, how you doing? What's up, Little Wolf? How are you today?
I'm doing good, Ma. How are you?
I'm well. I just got a couple questions. When we're doing radio checks, what macro do you use?
Do you want me to verbally say it too?
No, you cool. I got that one. And then if let me think. Hold on. If someone refuses medical treatment, what do you do?
That's when you turn your recorder on. You record it and you try to tell them that it's probably the best thing for them if they want it. If they still refuse, then at least you have the recorder. You have the recorder report. You have that shit going for you, so you can be turned in case they say you didn't give them anything. You can have that for evidence that you did offer it to them. You offered it more than once, and they still refuse. So that way you can't get in trouble.
All right, cool. Those are the only two questions I have for you. Good job.
Mr. Mahai, can you please ask two questions?
Yeah, it's Makai. I got you. All right, Lil Wolf. My first question for you is, while you're downstairs on floor 1 and someone walks up asking for a med kit, but they're emoting at the same time, do you serve them a med kit?
Bro, that is actually, you know, I haven't even heard anybody, not put any of you guys on the defense or anything, but I have not heard anybody come up to that decision yet. No, man, you can't serve them with the gun out and you don't serve them with the emo because they can still have their gun out when they're emoing. I mean, that's in the de-escalation, you know, situation. When I come to that training, that's what you do in de-escalation too. Like, yeah, you can't do it, bro. You can't. You gotta wait until they're not emoing and they don't have their gun out because you can always have your gun out if you're emoing.
Yep, you're right, my boy. Next question is, if you're doing a med run and you see that somebody's down, but they're still shooting, like it's an active shootout, do you pick them up?
Nah, man, no. When you first come to the scene, you tell everybody, hey, clear it. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Lilo was like the best at this, bro. When she was the chief and everything, she was the best at this. When you do runs with her, she cleared the whole area. There'd be 20 gang members, and she cleared where you can do your pickup, bro. No active shootouts, bro. You're not even supposed to do none of that shit in active shootouts. If they're gonna shoot, you just get back in the vehicle and you take off.
Yep, you're right.
Katie and Pie Man, showing what you're working
Was that
with when we
both
came
your
back for.
questions, Makai?
Yeah, I asked my two.
Dr. Keo, can you please
We're good. I think it's
ask
just
two
I think it's.
questions?
All right, my first question is going to be, obviously you've been in a medical faction before you came back. In your opinion, what is the hardest part about being a medic?
Not pulling your gun out, my guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can all agree on that.
I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna be obvious. But I would say doing the HP runs, doing the medical, or not the medical runs, but the not the deliveries, but the you pick people up. I can't even think right now, bro. Because like she just came in and they were on the speaker and everything. Like they all of a sudden appeared right there and said something about like what the hell. kind of confused me a little bit. But no, yeah, doing the HP runs. We're going to pick people up because there's a lot more active in the Linwood right now, and like gang members, they're not being respectful enough. I mean, they're respectful of me because they know me, but I mean, they're not being respectful enough not to shoot medics. They'll just come up and shoot them, bro. And I don't know. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if y'all come out with me and we go do that shit, you ain't gonna be getting shot at. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that right now, bro. They know me, but yeah, that's the hardest doing those runs, bro.
Yeah. The second question for you would be, why is communication important when it comes inside of the medical profession?
On what, the mic, or just communication is in personal, like people like
Communication in general, whether it could be like, talking in person, on the mic, texting somebody, just why would communication be important?
Oh man, this is a little. Now this is about to be the hardest thing that I'm about to do right now. So you know where everybody is at all time. So I mean, like you know where all your colleagues are, and if they're still alive, and all that stuff.
Yep, and it also ensures that we in case you need help or you try to follow up on something. Like say for example, we get a little changes. Let's say for example the rules change and you don't know. Like it comes a lot of weight communicating with somebody that doesn't know or wasn't there present when the rules are changed or when there's an event coming up.
All right, yeah. Hey, I'm not gonna put you all on the spot, but like I know there's one question that I didn't get asked. I always heard everybody ask, bro.
Which one?
Chain of commands, bro. I was waiting for it so I can answer it too. I've been waiting all morning for that damn question just so I can answer it in my interview.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that one right now. I was gonna ask you 3.
So go ahead and ask it so I can answer it.
Why is the chain of command important, and why is it something that we need inside of the faction?
So we don't get bussed up against each other. So we don't get all like rambushed. Because if I like came to you, like I was doing the pipeman because I was getting a little confused of another scrub. But if I just came straight to you, then what would be the brown scrub's purpose of being here? What would be the maroon's purpose of being here? You know what I mean? Like you don't want to skip ranks. You don't want to skip all that stuff. If you have a question, if you're a green scrub, you can go to a white scrub, you can go to a blueberry, but I mean the brown scrub and the maroon scrubs, I believe are the leaders until they become the white coats. So like, if I skip them and go to you, it's just gonna put more stress on your shoulder when it's their job to basically control and make sure all of us like littler scrubs, the blue, the white, and the green scrubs are doing our jobs correctly and we're getting the help that we need because that's their purpose.
Yep, that's correct. Alrighty, thank you for your answers. Frederick, I'll let you close it out.
Thank you. That will be the end of your interview. Well done. Thank you for
All right,
all the other.
Before you close it out, Little Wolf, do you have any questions for us?
No, sir.
Alrighty, and that will conclude Little Wolf's interview.